Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time it's Dagger with 1627 rating versus King Tut, I don't know how to say that, with 889 rating. So it's going to be another high rated DB video, and let's hop right in. We are going to see King Tut win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and he's going to get to decide. Chooses to go first. 45 versus 40. You gotta love seeing the 40. Opening hand is Prank Kids Fusion, Ash, Polly, Valor, and Prank Kids Pranks. This is not good. Not good at all. He really needs a Prank Kids monster. But he does have two hand traps, both low impact. And he has Quick Launch, Torn Scales, Ash, Nib, Buster Lock. Then he has Quick Launch, Chain Ash. So he is assuming that his opponent is on not dragons, since he's playing more than 40. Which is somewhat fair. I think there's still some people behind the curve, and they're still playing 45, 50 card Dragon Link, because they still don't think 40 cards the best, but it really is. Gonna normal summon, effect, discard, chain Valor. That's tough. Oh, that's tough. He's gonna normal summon. It's tough for him. Not for him. That's good for him. Makes the meow meow, effect, chain Ash. He's gonna activate Prank Kids Pranks, effect, bring out a token. So that way he can go up in the doodle. He's gonna get doodle. He's gonna let him search for place. And then place, search for drop. And then battle phase, beat over. I mean, this is solid enough. Did he just poly? Yeah, fair enough. He's gonna bring out Rocket Ride. He's gonna get the field. And then he's gonna get water. He could have also used this to chain block, but this works better. Bring out the fire, lamp seas. He's gonna use rocket to bring back. But now, I was gonna say now he gets it with nib. End phase, pranks effect. This card's crazy. It's end phase effect. If it stays on field, you just get so much advantage out of it. Draws water, especially because you want all these dudes in deck. Draws gloves. It's a good draw. Normal summon. Just gonna go for IP. And then gloves, sun wing. And then torn scales will bring itself out. Turn those into rusty. This is supposed to get banished. Oh no, they don't catch it. He's gonna Rusty, Sun Cloak, set Fogblade. And then Cloak to add Boots. Oh no, summon Boots, Wings, summon out a card that shouldn't be. Yeah, that sucks. Because this is just supposed to be banished. Oh no. Goes for break sword, he's gonna get rusty effect to pop, pops the token, break sword effect to pop, pops pranks. Well, I guess this is something for you guys to know, to remember. Make sure torn scales gets banished. Because right there, he would have just had boots and rusty on board. Or, well, he would have had rusty, and then boots would have been in hand. Goes for Evil Swarm Nightmare. Attack for 21. That was horrible. He could have attacked first with these. Get an extra 800 damage in. Draws Roxy's. He's gonna normal summon Rock. And then go into Meow Meow. Rocks and Field. Draws Fire. Brings out Wind. He's asking, can I chain with XYZ? Yeah. So he's just going to set that. Fair enough. So now moving on to the last game. I mean, he still had Rusty on board. And if you don't out Rusty, then Rusty's just getting like 100 cards to the hand. And then even if you do out Rusty, Fogblade can bring it back. Opening hand is Pranks, Nib, Dropsies, Pranks, Panadomium. This is a decent hand. It's cool to see him playing more Pranks. A lot of people have just cut it down to 1, but it does work as like the extender token. And he has Crow, Prank Tops, Tour Guide, Nib, Twin Twister. I think he's playing the deck right. The Prank Kids player for sure, because other people, how they're building it, if you get hit with Ash or Gamma on the graveyard effect, you just lose. It's going to normal summon water, go into Meow Meow, and then he's going to get water effect, gang 1,000 and bring out wind. Then go into Doodle, he's going to get Doodle and wind. That's going to send fire, add place, and then... Okay, so he chooses to not bring out to help play around Nib. He's going to use that to add fire. And then effect, get rid of to add back wind and water. And then activate Pranks. Oh, he's going to lose out the twins so hard here. End phase, Pranks effect, the shuffle back 3. Leaving him with no cards in grave. Imagine he's just like, oh, it's still end phase, D shifter. Draws plan. Dude, I saw some people play 3 plan in their deck, and there's just no way you're actually playing 3 of this, because you don't want to draw this. This is for wind, pretty much. Draws Ash. He's gonna twin, get rid of Prank Tops. Yeah, he's gonna hit those 2. You can't use this in the standby, it's only a main phase thing. So, Twin Twister's like crazy versus this deck. Normal summon Tour Guide effect, bring out Graph. Then get rid of those, bring out Cherubini. Graph effect, bring out Seer. Then Cherubini effect. He's gonna send Cloak. Then he's gonna attack for 13 and 16. Summon out Rusty. A lot of people don't even know that Cherubini makes the guy's gang attack, which is wild, because it just does do that. Kind of like Orcus Nightmare, like nobody knew it ganged attack for like a while. Summon Nib. And then Cloak effect. It's going to add Torn Scales. Solid follow-up. Draws there can be only 1. Yeah, GG's. GG's. Normal summon. Beat over token. Then attack for 3k. Then he's going to link in the Meow Meow. He's going to get water. That's so good. Brings out Rock. As long as he just plays around Rock, he's good. He's going to go on the Doodle. He's going to get Rock and Doodle. Oh, draws Ash. Crazy. Also, some people are only playing 1 plays, but this card is just any Prank Kids in deck. So, like, sometimes, like, some lists I can understand only playing a little bit. But, like, in this list, like the poly list where you want to see, like, 2 of them every game, this card's crazy. And it also lets you chain block, which is really good. Doodle to add back. Oh, that's so good. Crow's going to be used on one of them, though. Yeah, on the fusion. How is this worded? Does he still get to add back? Target 2 in the grave, add them to your hand. So, oh man, I honestly have no idea. Usually how I find out stuff like this is I'll take like Doodle and I'll put it next to a card that I do know how it works and then read them to see if they have like the same text. And that's how I find out. And then if I can't find out like that, then I just message like Judge Nate and I just beg for his help. Activate Prank Kids Pranks, said there can be only 1. End phase, you're gonna get the shuffle back. But I'm gonna take his word on it that it works like that. He's a really good player. Shuffle back, draws. Oh, I mean, I mean, it's okay. It's not horrible. I mean, it's still gonna be an auto win whether he flips one or two. It's actually kind of great that he drew another one, because if the opponent draws twin, he could be forced to do it on like a fusion spell and this, and then he just flips another one. I mean, he already wins this game, but you know, extra flex. Normal summon effect, chain, just crazy. Draws place. He's gonna activate pranks, discard plan, bring out token, normal summon dropsies, go into doodle. So that's aqua, that's pyro. Alright, just making sure. He's gonna get to add. And then beat over tour guide. And then attack for 3k. Main phase 2, activate the fusion spell. Oh, wow. He's gonna get fire to burn. That was tough, for sure. The fire to burn for game, you hate to see it. Well, for dagger, you love to see it. Oh my, like burning for game is just crazy. Kinda gang, life points for game, crazy. Bar for game, crazy. Scarlight for game, Cowboy for game, jokingly. Open hands, Nib, Imperm, Ash, Poly, Wind. So this is like almost exactly what the deck wants to see. It wants to see 2 hand traps, a Poly, and 2 Prank Kids, but he'll draw 1 for turn, so it doesn't matter. And he has Boots, Recharger, Cloak, Roto, Wing. I mean, that works for sure. It's gonna Rota, and that's gonna add Torn Scales. And then normal summon Torn Scales, effect, get rid of Wing. He's gonna imperm that. Special summon out Boots, and then turn those into Cherubini. Cherubini effect, send Graph, and then Graph effect. He's thinking he's gonna let that go through. Brings out Seer. And then turn those into Rusty. And then Seer effect, bring out Cherubini. Oh, Rusty effect. He's gonna Ash that. That's fair enough. Rusty's insane. I still can't believe this card came off the ban list so quick. I feel like a card like this, when it gets banned, would just stay banned forever. I know it's not like crazy in the game right now. It's definitely like not worth being banned, but I can't believe they did unban it. Wow, that's tough. He said Nib and its game. That's just like not what you tell your opponent. He's gonna Boots, add Fogblade. You just think that kind of thing in your head. You don't say it, because then they're gonna think that their Nib's even better. Unless if he's just saying that for the mind games. But I doubt he is. He's gonna set Fogblade, pass. See, how is Nib game right there? Nib doesn't do anything here. Nib gets like Cherubini off board. Draws Gamma. Aw, didn't draw the Prank Kids. Just gonna normal summon and then link in the Meow Meow. The opponent has nothing to stop that though, so this is good for him. Send the fusion spell, bring out Dropsies. And then go in the Doodle. Doodle and water. He's gonna Fogblade the Doodle. That's fair. It's probably like the best place to Fogblade, just because that ad is so good. He's thinking if he wants to summon. So he summoned 1, 2, 3, 4. Does he want to play in the Nib or not? He's thinking he's going to bring out fire. So he says if you have Nib, that's okay. I'll top deck a Prank Kids anyway. And he has Nib in hand anyways, so like it's gonna be really hard for him to lose through Nib. I think. Like this deck does have a hard time, right? He's gonna use Doodle effect, tribute to add back, Before anyone comments like, oh, it was hit with Fog Blade, it's the same interaction as like, what's a good interaction that used to be popular with this? Like Cosmo. So it's an interaction. It's just not negated. Like a Living Fossil and Herald, that's a more recent one. That's a good interaction too to compare it to. Poly to fusion off board, bring out Rocket Ride. It's gonna get fire, burn for 5, bring out rock. And then Rocket Ride, tribute to bring out. Oh, that's just insane. Then he's gonna go into Bow Wow. And he's gonna get rock, get rid of Gamma, draw Harpy's Feather Duster. Then he's gonna get to bring out Wind. Then Battle Phase, he's gonna beat over Cherubini. So this gang's attack, right? Or no, it makes this gang attack. So he's gonna beat over that. And then, couldn't he have just beat over Rusty? And did he not know that? Because his gang's 1,000. Or does he not want to? Nah, he definitely wanted to. I think that was just a misplay. Set the fusion spell, pass play, draws quick launch. He's gonna use Bow Wow to add back 2. And now these can't be destroyed by card effects. It's pretty solid. The fusion washer makes them so they can't die by battle. Draws quick launch. He's gonna Rusty effect. That's gonna send boots to set Fog Blade. And then, like, he has 2 trap extenders engraved too. And this is an extender. He has so much going on for him. He's going to use Boots effect to add Fog Blade. And then Torn Scales bring itself out. And then Torn Scales effect, get rid of Fog Blade, send Cloak. This card's crazy. Like, actually, I know I say that about a lot of cards. But this card is actually crazy. Like, this card's going to go up one day. Just because, like, this deck's randomly going to be meta. Cloak to add boots. Like, if the format just gets, like, super slow one day, then this deck could definitely just, like, pick up. Just because they can, like, OTK out of nowhere and set up really good first turn boards. And if it gets stopped, it has, like, 7 follow-ups. Make Break Sword, Rusty to pop. That's going to target the set. The fusion spell. He's going to chain the fusion spell. And that's going to bring out Butler. This card's nice. The Meow Meow. I think they made this card very well. Just having that effect. Like the graveyard effect. I think that's solid. He's going to get the effects. I'm just going to let him resolve it because there's going to be so much different stuff going on. So he's going to bring out Rock, Wind, and Water. It's going to gain 1,000 and burn 500 to the opponent. Then Break Sword effect, target Butler. But that's cool because Bow Wow. Went over this at the beginning. It says also Prank Kids monsters you control cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects this turn. And that follows even to the ones that get summoned after that effect. So that still dies and that's going to bring back. And then it's going to Butler effect, and he's going to banish Meow Meow. Very solid play. Fog Blade, bring out Torn Scales. Oh, not bad, not bad. Wing, bring out Boots. Yeah, he still has a normal. He's going to Butler effect. Those both get banished. Hey, he caught it that time. You'll love to see it. This isn't once per turn, by the way. I had someone comment that before. The effect of when it dies is once per turn, but the effect attributed isn't. Kind of wouldn't make sense if the effect attributed was once per turn. Just because, you know, like, it tributes it off the board. This was made way before Meow Meow even was a thing. Quick launch. Bring out Tracer. And then, oh, he could, like, Striker Dragon, Add boot, bring out Tracer, but he's locked in the darks in the extra deck because of Break Sword. He's gonna normal out the Recharger. What is this gonna do for him though? Oh, okay, Raiders Knight. So that's something that Tracer can get you in this deck. I wasn't even thinking about that. He's going to use the effect, and that's going to bring out Arc Rebellion, XYZ Dragon. And if you guys don't know what this card does, you should probably learn what it does, just because it can come up. It just gains a whole bunch of attack. So it can't be destroyed by card effects. You can detach one material from this card. This card gains attack equal to the total original attack of all other monsters on the field. Then if it has a Dark XYZ monster as a material, negate the effects of all other face-up monsters on the field. After this effect resolves, you cannot declare an attack with any other monsters for the rest of the turn. And as you can tell, that can make this card gain a lot of attack quickly. This time it's not. It's only at 7,500. But look, I'm saying it's only at 7,500. That's still a lot. It's going to beat over Doodle. And then pass turn, draws Pranks. He's going to Harpy's Feather Duster, wipe the back row. And then he's going to link in the Doodle. Doodle, rock, and drop. Bring out Fire, Banished Nib, draws water. Bring out Fire. Dang, he's almost through all of his cards. This Pranks is really gonna come in clutch. Yeah, he never resolved Doodle there. Adds the fusion spell. So this is kind of weird. It's not gonna be able to go for game, I don't think. Or maybe he can and I'm just bad. He's gonna burn for 5. He's getting all these small burn damage in. Go for Ningrisu. Haven't seen anyone play this in the deck in a while. He's gonna out that. Set. Activate Pranks. End phase Pranks. Shuffle back Butler, Water, and Rock. And then draws Ash. Ooh, draws Ash. You'd love to see it. Fogblade, summon out Rusty. Draws Sanctum. Yo, that's gonna be really good next turn. Rusty effect. Said you can still set question mark. Nope. That's tough. See, like, I think that's a really weird question they ask the opponent. Because, like, if I was to activate Rusty Effect and my opponent was like, you can still set, it's like, well, I'm activating the card, aren't I? But here, he really did catch him slipping. It's going to go Battle Phase, beat over Wind. Fogblade. Oh, what is that? Bad positioning. Summon it here, get Rusty Pop. Bad positioning. Could have popped the fusion spell in battle phase. Or even popped this. Just popping anything there is like a free pop at worst. Normal summon Cloak. Doesn't even use the effect to make his guy gang attack. He doesn't know. Makes Union Carrier on Rusty. Equip Torn Scales. Are you kidding me? He's equipping Torn Scales? He went first this game. He has Buster Lock in deck. And he goes for Torn Scales. Does he not know? Buster Lock is so good. It's just so good. Cloak effect. He's gonna ash that. Oh no, now the Sanctum can't get ashed. Set Sanctum pass. Oh, I needed to draw the third ash. Draws Rock. Yeah, you just do that on draw phase or standby. Bring out Scythe. I can't believe he didn't pop. He could have popped this. And you wouldn't be able to get draws and put stuff back. Scythe effect. I mean, he probably still wins just because He needs to, well, actually, you can just use this next turn. Oh, wow, the opponent really played this horribly. Shuffle back 3. Draws Gamma. Hey, that Gamma's still alive. Draw Torn Scales. Normal summon Torn Scales. I mean, 31, 1, 2. He didn't need to summon this, and it's kind of risky actually, because some prank kids are playing TT. Been seeing that unrated a lot. If you would have got hit with TT there, I would have gone crazy. That would have been wild actually. Get rid of 2, bring out Washer. And he's gonna get the effects. Gang 1,000, get rid of Gamma. Draws Veiler. You'll love to see it. Tags out a hand trap that just isn't doing anything for a hand trap that is. He's gonna use Union Carrier on Rusty. It's a big Rusty. Why didn't he equip that the first time? Why would you equip this? Weird. It goes in the Unicorn. And then goes in the access code, but watch this. Access code effect, gang attack, on resolution, Veiler. You'll love to see it. Hey man, he's going, man, you can't be doing that. If you just set up Buster Lock, you won. And there's no way you side out Buster Lock when you're going first, which is the best time to do Buster Lock. It's not like you're having Buster Lock for going second. He's gonna beat over, he's just gonna use the effect. And then this is really strong because he can't die by battle now. So he's gonna Rusty beat over. Takes the damage. Access code beat over. Takes a little bit of damage. Doesn't want to attack this because it's at 3k and this at 2k. May as well get the extra damage in. So end phase is gonna use Bow Wow effect and he's gonna banish the Meow Meow. I don't like how Bow Wow, Meow Meow. It's weird. He's gonna add back 2. And then draws Ash for turn. Normal summon, then link off. And the Meow Meow. He's gonna banish the Ash, draw Lightning Storm, bring out Fire. And then go in the Unicorn. Unicorn effect on Rusty gets banished because it was brought back with Fog Blade. Draws Monster Reborn. Oh, that's extra game. It was already game. Make access code, gang attack, pop his access code. Ooh, that's GG's. That was wild. I mean, there was definitely some misplays on this guy's end. Like, no Buster Lock. Forgot that Rusty had the effect to pop. Definitely some very bad misplays. Didn't banish Torn Scales game 1. Prank kids, I don't know how hard I can critique this deck because I'm not that good with this deck. Is he playing 3 Meow Meow? He is playing 3 Meow Meow. Fair enough. I guess it's just good at like any point in the time, like any point in the game you kind of just want to like normal summon Link 1 and then you want its graveyard effect 2. So I guess it's fair to play 3. A lot of people were playing 2. I even saw some people playing 1. Those people were just bad because the extra deck feels like it has space to run more. I wonder if he's playing Toad and like that combo. So I know that combo is really good. But see how long the match was. To the 64, it was over an hour. Over an hour, and he 2-0'd you. Holy. That's way too, this is why we have time rules. Good time rules. Because this is how long the match would have taken with the 5 turns. So, new time rules are great time rules. Prank kids would agree for sure. But that's going to be it for the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. The DB Grinders signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.